Thank you. Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. The importance of getting an education cannot be overemphasized in today's world. Education goes so much beyond just getting a job. It's one of the most powerful tools out there. It provides stability and financial security. It's also needed for equality, economic growth on a national level, among others. Quality education is key to building nations. However, to achieve this, the foundation has to be well structured. That's where the schools come into play. Enrolling in a well-built and equipped institution is vital in achieving a good education. One of such institutions is York St. John, which is known for its strong, student-focused approach to education. Joining us to discuss the benefits of studying at York St. John and how students can also explore the Study Now experience is Professor Robert Mortimer, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Research and International, York St. John University, and Roosevelt AV, Head of Global Recruitment, York St. John University. Good morning and welcome to the morning show. And Professor Mortimer, welcome to Nigeria. It's your first time in Nigeria.
It is, thank you very much.
Excellent, you're most welcome. So York St. John is known for its strong, student-focused approach to education. How does attending the Study Now experience give students an advantage in securing a place at the university compared to simply applying online? I'll ask you that one. Or would you take that one? Okay, great.
Yeah. So the thing with working with partners is students there's always a lot of noise on social media these days. Questions about what's happening in the UK. Are visas going to stop? There's always a lot of noise. But working with a partner like Study Now would mean you'll be answering. You have people who work with the university answer questions about that you may have about visas, how to study, how much it would cost you. So you get the right information, which is why we always recommend our students work with approved partners like Study Now instead of just applying online, because we've had cases where students have worked with agents who have not been approved and then they've got visa rejection. Some of them have even got a ban without even knowing about it. So we always say work with them, and it's free of charge. They don't charge you at all for all the support from application all the way until enrollment.
Excellent. All right. For Professor, York St. John, I know you have many great things to say about it, but why should Nigerians opt for York St. John University as opposed to the other options that are available?
The university is really based around social mobility, social justice, and creating a real impact. So if you come to York St. John, we will give you a really good education. We'll make sure you've got opportunities for gaining work experience as well, and then really make sure that when you come back to Nigeria and you have an impact, a social impact back in Nigeria. So that's really what we're about. We're not about kind of creating a brain drain and removing students from the country. We're about making sure they can come back and have an impact.
So this year, you guys are going to be hosting a Study Now experience, across Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt. So what is this multi-city presence, what does it tell us about the demand for international education in Nigeria right now?
So students from different parts of the country want to come to the UK, and we don't just want to limit, these events. Initially, it used to just be Lagos and Abuja, but then you get lots of inquiries from places, Port Harcourt, Enugu, and Kano, all these places, right? So we still want to, and we know it will cost them money to travel from, Kano or Port Harcourt to come and attend an event in Lagos. So we take the events to them because we want them not to spend money, but also we want them to meet them in their comfort zones, try to get students from different parts. And we do have students from different parts of the country coming to study at York St. John.
So you're taking it to their domot, like we say.
Yes, yes.
I'm sure Professor Robert will get to understand domot, your dormout, actually. So beyond the lectures, how does the university help students build their careers and internship, workplace placement, or direct industry links? Because a lot of students are increasingly asking the question, why university?
Yeah, well, we have a scheme called Work-Related Experiential Learning, which goes through all of our degrees, and that's about providing internships, live briefs with key companies, and other opportunities to get those work skills. And there's also an opportunity to work whilst you study. So the student ends up with a really rounded experience and comes back to Nigeria able to get a really good job and have an impact.
All right, excellent. Good to hear. For Roosevelt, I wanted to ask you with regards to what activities are going to happen this week. I know you're having it this weekend, aren't you?
Yes.
What activities? What should prospective students, parents, guardians look forward to at this event?
So for anyone who wants to start university at any level, undergraduates, postgraduate level, just come. Any questions you might have, if you have your qualifications with you as
Where
well,
is it happening?
bring them. So it's happening in 4 Points by Sheraton.
Okay.
I think not too far from here, and it will be tomorrow 9 o'clock in the morning. We open, and then we'll finish about 4 p.m. So try come early. We'll have people. We'll look at your documents, see what program you're eligible for, and then some people might have. There are some students who are very focused. They know exactly what they want to do. Easy. Done their research, and then there are some who might be confused. Should I do this? Should I do that? And then when you have a chat with them, and then you find out what their interests really are, then we are able to now advise them and guide them on how to start the process of coming to study at York St. John University.
I think it's really important. It felt like going to an open day like this helped my choice of university as well. So I think it's really good for people to have the opportunity to speak to representatives and have an idea of why it's important to go to your university. So, Professor Mortimer, what can they expect in terms of community and student support at York St. John University? Because I know that's also a big part for a number of students who go abroad. It's a perk of studying in the UK, and I want to assume that York St. John has that support for students. What should they expect?
We do. I mean, it's one of the characteristics of the university. It's a medium-sized university. We've got a campus in York with just under 10,000 students, and then we've got a campus in London with under 4,000. So both are really strong community feel, where you're very much a name, not a number, and that then allows us to wrap around supports for the social activities and opportunities to join societies and clubs, but also really strong student support. So if you need anything, any help with finance or study skills or anything, there's support there available.
Excellent.
Yeah. And so I mean, just to segue onto what I was talking about before I come to you, Rosa, to talk about the event. So I'm talking about pastoral care, emotional support. A couple of the students, this is going to be their first time probably out of the country and all of that. How to balance out. I know, York is a very historic. I've been there before. I actually love the minsters in York. You've got a lot of minsters in York. And but culture, integration, support back home. Is there like a conduit line that their parents can call if there are emergencies or anything happens and things like that, Because you are their guardian, you're their custodians now.
Yeah, all the support is in place. We're right next to the Minster, actually. I can see the Minster from my office window.
Oh.
So, yeah, all of the support is in place. So there's academic tutors who will meet the students regularly and look after their pastoral support. But then they can connect them in via, we've got a student hub, which is like a one-stop shop now where you can go and get support for absolutely anything. So all of that support is available.
Okay, so coming to you tomorrow. Is the event ticketed?
Students, it's free, it's open for anyone to attend, but people can also register before they come, but you can also walk in if you haven't registered, and it's free of charge. There's no charge at all. Come in, just hear from the university, and then we'll be there to support you.
What should students come with when they're about to come?
Qualifications.
What is your qualifications?
So if you're coming for a bachelor, WYEC, we accept WYEC, NECO. If you're coming for a bachelor's degree, if you're coming for a PG qualification program, rather, you should come with your undergraduate degree, bachelor's degree, certificate and transcript. Even if you don't have that, you could have your completion letter. We could have a look at those and then advise you. So your academic qualifications, really, just bring them.
Is there on-the-spot admission?
Yes, there is on-the-spot admissions. We have university admissions team on the ground as well. So once you're assessed, if you're good, you make an application there and then. You could actually leave there with an offer letter.
Is there scholarship provision?
So we don't really offer scholarship per se, but our fees are really competitive.
Okay.
So we've already considered, a lot of places do like agile pricing where they tell you your fees would be like £17,000, for example, but we offer you a £3,000 scholarship. So you end up paying £14,000 anyways. We've considered all that, and then we made our tuition fee, like for the next intake, our tuition fee for a PG program is $11,800. So it's very competitive already. So there's no hidden charge or anything. It's just $11,800. Flat out.
And you can pay instrumentally?
Yes, you can. We understand the problems with the currency crash a couple of years ago, and we put that into consideration. So students can pay in 3 equal installments after they get their CAS and arrive in the UK.
Oh, that's really good to hear. So let me come back to Professor Mortimer. Rufai has talked about York Minster. I know that one thing that people or students look out for is the city culture. And I know that York in itself is a tourism destination. Historically, it's said to be haunted. The number of side attractions to give a holistic student experience. Can you share with us some of the attractive things about York that would make people want to make it a schooling destination for them?
Yeah, so York it's a relatively small city. It's one of the safest cities in the UK, one of the most historic. Lots of activities to do. You can take a boat down the river. There's lots of independent shops and bars and coffee shops. So it's a really vibrant community, but it doesn't have the huge big city feel. It's much more of a sort of compact city, very, very old. And then we also have a campus in London and East India Docks, so if someone wants to be part of a really big global city, that you've got that option as well.
Oh, excellent.
And the good thing about York is on the way to York, they get to pass through the Humber River, and they get on the Humber Bridge. Let's talk about ABJ. You've got this thing coming up also in ABJ.
Yeah, we've just finished
Abuja.
the Abuja one. We just finished the Abuja one last weekend for the event. Yeah, quite successful.
So when next do you have this? So after Lagos, where next are you guys going?
So I think we finished. We will be finishing Nigeria, and then there will be events in Ghana, Kenya, and other parts of the continent as well.
Tell us about it. We're international, all right? Everywhere.
Yeah, we are international. So there will be an event on Saturday next week in Accra. And then after that, the week after would be in Nairobi. We will have in Mombasa as well as in Eldoret as well in Kenya.
Just to reiterate again, this weekend, the details of this weekend activities, so anyone who's watching can...
Yes, will be 4 Points by Sheraton.
That's in Europe?
Yes, and then 9 a.m. in the morning, so just come early, but we'll be there from 9 until 4 p.m.
And people can register ahead?
People can register online on social media platforms as well. I'm studying our platforms, you can see. But also I'll be sharing my experience as well, because I left Nigeria as a really young boy to go pursue a bachelor's degree, came back, did national service, then went back for a PG qualification. So I also use my experience, because I've been on this journey as a young boy and a young adult as well. So I try to, because I understand people don't understand the magnitude, or the effect, just dropping everything, leaving your family and going. But we're just there to kind of support them and share my experience as well.
So you're on Twitter, study now on Twitter.
Study now, yeah, they're Study Now UK on Instagram, Twitter as well. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. Really appreciate both of you. And like I was saying, you should take you to the Nikkei Arts Gallery. It's a lovely place to see.